there's one. Some test. It's not bad. I think it sells the sound. We rule the show right now. Okay. But that's good, yeah? Alright. Okay, welcome everyone. If you're watching this, this is a very short session because I'm going to have another one in an hour. In this one, I wanted to to show you a little bit of a progress with one of the game projects I do. It's called the Third Messenger, and I'm learning OpenGL and also C#. I actually never worked with C#, so yeah, this is all new to me. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy it, and I was able to do some nice progress with rendering the 2D world last time after struggling for many hours. So today I'm going to do just a little bit of cleanup because I have like half an hour, so I need to go really quick, remove all stuff I don't need, push it to my main branch, and maybe see what next can I do. Probably the next thing I have to do is to start to create rooms for this game. This game actually I started working on 3 years ago or something like that, and then it was done in JavaScript, but to be honest I didn't enjoy the process, sorry, but yeah, I guess that I also wanted to do something which is more native, so it doesn't run in a browser, even though I managed to make it working like it felt like it's a native experience, because I was able to use a library called, I forgot the name, NLFW or something like that, .js, which compiles everything and then you can run it from your desktop. Still, yeah, it wasn't really great, and I think my performance of the rendering graphics and everything can be even better using the C#, OpenGL, just sending stuff to your card, graphic card I mean, not bank card. Cool, eh? Okay, so very short session. This is not wine, this is the tea. I'm trying to be sober while coding, most of the time I guess. Okay, let's switch to the code then. So yeah, it will be very boring to some of you probably, but yeah, I hope you'll find something enjoyable. So I will show you how it works for now. Let's compile. And my knowledge of C# and OpenGL is like 2 weeks or 1 week if you count number of hours spent, it's probably even less, but yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I went through all tutorials, I learned a lot about OpenGL. In the following weeks I'm going probably to learn even more, although I'm really happy with the result. Look at this beauty. This is actually one of the graphics from this game, and it was really nice. Also, I had some troubles just to understand how I can do the whole viewport rendering, because this is actually on Mac, so it uses Retina, and this screen is with Retina. The another screen, you're not going to see it, but if I switch to another screen, then it's actually not Retina anymore, it's just the regular screen. I was not really having it working when I switched. When it's on Retina, it was in the bottom left corner, the whole picture was there, the whole viewport, and that was really something I was not sure what's going on. Is it my code? or not. It's really hard also to learn something when you don't have any working example. And I'm using OpenTK library. It's quite cool, but yeah, the documentation vary for the different versions, and OpenGL documentation vary. But yeah, I'm going to just do a cleanup because I spent a lot of time figuring out what I'm doing wrong and why my projection doesn't work as intended. Also, I have a lot of console right line things which I'm going to disable as well because I need it. So actually, in the end, I don't need anything to detect if it's a retina screen or not, but I'm going to leave this function just to remember that there's a difference between screen size that I'm setting for a viewport and the difference from the how to call it, from the screen, game window screen, which I'm defining. So this actually, if it's twice the size, then it means that it's retina. And so that's a great check in case you need it. Alright, so let's start just to clean up stuff. So as you see, I did a lot of experimentation here, so I'm just going to clear all of that. Oh, also I don't have actually scissors working, so this is something which I have still to figure it out. Maybe actually this works. Yeah, let me probably see if I could check this later if it works actually. Also, I don't know if I need it really because my whole viewport is the area to which I'm copying the whole screen. So nothing is really important here. Swap buffer helps to refresh the screen. Render screen. I'm updating the screen size, so then I know that I'm reading the view and then I can see what is the screen size. Oh, so actually I'm doing this like that. Because this is a viewport read. Okay, so that's why I can detect if it's what is the screen size of the screen, and then the code is agnostic, so the code after update doesn't really care about it. This is not used. Oh yeah, this one I decided not to use, and that was a good decision. Actually, do I use this matrix? Yes, I use. So the whole projection actually is just that. Okay, so that's pretty cool that it works. Okay, and then this doesn't return anything because I just update the projection matrix, which is already defined. Okay, this shouldn't matter, but I will leave this comment with height, that's obvious. Also, I tried with the other one, which was provided by OpenTK, which is Obsenta. And this one actually, sorry, this is actually different. Okay, I'm not going to show you, but there was I had some troubles with this one. And this one actually works perfectly. It's centering. It says putting everything in the center. So that's pretty cool. Now this retina stuff I don't need, screen size I don't need. This one I also don't need. Oh yeah, there's also another one. I could take the client rectangle. Maybe I should leave it somewhere. It's actually interesting. Maybe I should use like a very... I could do it even public, so maybe I will keep this function for future. Maybe I will use it, maybe not. To void display client rectangle. I don't know if I will use it this. Yeah, I will just keep it here for record because I'm still learning, so maybe I will get some inspiration looking into the code, but I'm not going to call it for now. So these two guys, they could go, but this is not a big deal. Now what's wrong here? Overload for... yeah, I think this is all there. This I also use VS Code, so it actually doesn't update that often. don't think I have any problem here. Create orthographic. Yeah, that's the one. Can it compile actually? Yeah, it compiles. So yeah, you see the error disappear. I don't know why it does not refresh the top 10. Okay. Okay, maybe does it work? Is it needed? Because this is also for me to investigate. And now the question. Not sure if this is okay to put it here. This is a question to myself. Oh, I also experimented with putting camera. So as now this code can be really simplified, I'm going to remove the whole camera. This code I copied from somewhere and it worked weirdly, so it's not really project. I don't need any camera, so I'm going to remove exactly. I'm going to remove everything which points references this. I also like the structure much more here in Sharp compared to JavaScript version I did using vanilla.js. Actually, I didn't use any frameworks because I really wanted to keep it low level. Also here I don't use any Unity if I could. I didn't go with that and just try to learn OpenGL and see if I like it. Oh yeah, this will be needed actually, cursor state. I will keep it on because I want to also grab the cursor and I want to then change the cursor to the pointer, mouse pointer to a hand. There will be a hand. This is actually a game where you have to just find the way out. There will be interaction with items on the world. A little bit. And this is monochromatic, which means that there will be only two colors. Okay, I think I will remove all that camera related stuff whatsoever. I don't need this. Also this stuff. Camera. Mouse state. Get mouse state. Okay, I don't need a comment for that, but I'm still not using I don't use actually mouse. Maybe I will actually keep this at least. That's a good code. Yeah, I will need it. First move. I don't know why do I need first move, but also there's a last position which I just removed. But I know that it's a vector, so it's okay. Okay, so that was used actually to move the camera, but I'm not going to move any camera. I want to probably use it for showing this pointer. Maybe actually I could do pointer today. This bool variable is initially set to true. Yeah, I could do it because there is one element. Actually, this is set. Why is it red? I'm going to remove this. If camera false. Do I need it here actually? That's a question. Yeah, many things to change, but that's fine. If use camera. Okay, camera is not there anymore. Is there anything about your camera? Camera. Okay, this one also I don't need. Create projection, so on. Render script. Maybe I will. Why is this red? Why? Does not exist. Last pause. Last post. Huh? Weird. How it happened? Huh. Okay. Now these blocks are actually red. What's wrong here? There's a lot of stuff I experimented with. Camera. Okay. Because that was the other method I tried with camera. Now I could remove camera whatsoever. Everything here. Build. Where is the other camera? Yes. Yeah, because I tried to overload with different methods. The overloads, this is actually amazing. I really like this also. you can overload stuff and you can use same method name but just with different argument. Okay, so this should be fine, I guess. Yeah, texture. Yeah, VS Code doesn't update these colors here. Maybe there's an option for that, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this editor, but yeah, in the end it works, it's for free. I shouldn't really complain. And yeah, I'm just used a little bit and spoiled with with IntelliJ tools, so maybe I should try something from IntelliJ, I don't know. I just don't know if it's for free. This one had all extensions already installed. My project is actually using, I don't use any custom code, everything is installed from extensions. You can see it here, I guess. There's resources, no, what is this? Solution export, references, exactly. We have packages, so I use OpenPK and STB image sharp, which helps me to load images from disk. Which probably we need to change in future if I want to make one package, but I have no clue how to do it yet. Okay, this comment, this whole thing is not needed anymore. I also needed to learn about matrices, how to really work with them. Now everything seems to be clear for me. Create VAO, just to read viewport. I don't know if I need it. See? Okay. Viewport size uniform location, but I think I don't use this location anymore. Exactly. So I could print this. View I also don't use. I only use model and projection, which in this case says it's not used. I think this is also VS Code. For indices, I decided to go with normalized indices, which means that they are not pixel indices, and I use for this VBO, this is a VBO object, I use indices, so actually this points to the square. I will show you one second. Here it is. So the thing is that OpenGL actually allows you to draw only triangles, but as you have seen, I had a square. So to learn how to do it, actually, this is my book. See if you can. I don't know if you can see it really. Probably not. Yeah. So there is a rectangle over there, and I used I used IBO, which stands for index buffer objects. So which means that if you see the square, in the very left corner there is 0 index and bottom, and in the bottom right corner is index 1, in the top is 2, and in the last one, the left top is 3. So then I can actually, these two triangles, I could connect them. So this is what I do in the code. I only have all 4 called in English points, let's say, and they are connecting these 2 triangles, but then if you see the index 0 and 2, they use the same index, the same vertices. Yeah, the points are the same, so then I can remove them and fully use indices. A little bit maybe over-engineered in the case of such a simple object, but still it was good to just learn about how to make an index. So then if I have a square 0, 1, 2, this first row in this indices means that I'm going to connect this first triangle, which is B in this case, 0, B, 0, 1, 2, and then another triangle 2, 3, 0 is the other one. So then this way I can say to OpenGL that I'm going to have 2 triangles connected together. It's really crazy how it works. But this is how it's done. Okay, so I think this projection actually is used. I don't know why it's, yeah, it still says it's unused. Very confusing. It's never assigned to. Okay, that's a different error, I guess. Oh, it is assigned in the constructor. Yeah, this is really confusing. I don't know. Anyway, this viewport size location. This viewport I don't use, and I can remove this. I can remove this, and then let's go to the shader. Oh, yes, I have to remove this. That's interesting. But actually, it seems that I use model matrix. Oh, because this is rendered with viewport shader, and I completely went for a simple solution. I mean, not simple, just different. Because I've seen some example that you can do transposition in the shader, but I decided not to really go with that, but do the calculation in CPU for now. So this is my shader, as you see. It takes the position of each pixel, then multiplies by model and then by projection. And then I was thinking to trying to do vector. Actually, I don't know if there's any difference, because I have to provide it vector 4 in the end, so I have to transpose it. So if it's vector, I could go for 0, which stands for Z, it's the third value, and then EO 1 but it all goes for the W value. Or I can do like that, just to be always precise, no matter the vector. It would also work, I guess. It also is a nice way, I think, to put this value. Actually, it doesn't work because I did something wrong. That's good. I have a shader compiling, so I can say, okay, too few arguments put to vector 4. That was the block, yeah? No, that was the texture. Or block. No, that was block. Vector 2, yeah, because it's vector 2. I forgot to change. So actually it can be vector 2. But yeah, maybe vector 3 is nice, because it already is set to 0. But what if it's defined not to 0? Maybe I should actually provide it. Yeah, I think I should provide it always. Okay, let's run. But now it doesn't work. Actually, I don't see anything. Whoops. I think I did something really wrong. But I think it's somewhere else, because also the other texture doesn't work. Okay, let's debug it. Game engine, it's here. What I have removed. Actually, this is removed from the... It's not that for sure. Yeah, I think I was talking and I removed too much. Okay, so once again, what is this? I don't want this prep position. This. Yeah, this is the place when I wanted to move this object. That's fine. I don't see the object. It disappeared. So I'm rendering objects here. But they don't render anything. That sucks. Yeah, I think I removed too much. I didn't also save. So maybe I should go Command Z as much as I can, just to see what I could change. And this music is from Amiga demo, so pretty cool. What the heck because there was a statement probably for use camera or not, and probably I didn't read really, and just remove it. A lot of experimentation here. Display, okay. Okay, this is projection, but I think this is, maybe I didn't do a call somewhere, I don't know. Buffers. Okay, that's all. There's no more history, which means that probably, oh yeah, I probably didn't do this. No, I see it. This is a render screen. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, and let's go to render screen, exactly. Yeah, I think that was the one. I need to make a projection, I guess. Yes. Okay, that was just missing. Question, if it's okay to put it here. So I have to put it when I... Because this projection actually need to happen when the size X or Y changes. Also, I have another comment to put it in some view renderer. It's a good one. Okay. I think I could remove this. So I wonder if I have to just apply it when I resize the screen, for example. On resize, and maybe for the first time when I run, but let's see now. This is doing anything. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I'm grabbing the mouse, so I would need to actually do some more logic here, so I can exit from grabbing the mouse, but okay. I also thought of making it full screen. Okay, so this works perfectly. Let me check on the other screen. Which means that I don't have to do this projection creation every frame. Yeah, I guess that's fine. And the full screen, I have the full screen as well, with F letter. Okay, so actually I don't need to do this projection every frame, which is cool because I'm saving some CPU power. Okay, now it's good. Anything else to refactor here? Quite okay, I guess. Okay, nice. And then let's see this. Other shader. So texture is here. Okay, this is needed. This view model and view projection. This is only what I need. And vector 2 and 0. So I'm really explicit. And also here I will do X and Y. Nice. Okay. So texture are good. The fragments which are just to display color, they're also good. And I don't need this other textures where I was actually testing stuff next to the existing code. And for locations I have only this image so far, which I of course drawn using Cloanto personal paint, which now is bought by Aeon for Amiga. I'm going to continue drawing this game using this awesome program. And most recently I bought Wacom from my friend. Actually, I haven't paid yet for this. I need to get some good lunch. So I'm going to try to also draw stuff with pen instead of using mouse. Although I am really used to draw with this, with with mouse. Yeah. Shader. Anything special in shader? I see some. Ah yeah, I was actually checking this, but I don't need this anymore because I use error handling in shader. So before I didn't stop the execution, which also took me some time actually to to find the issue, because I had the console, but I didn't actually. This is the new line. I didn't actually stop the execution, so I had no clue that my shaders were actually incorrect, and I thought that the problem is somewhere else. So that was pretty dumb, but yeah. Interestingly enough, the whole program can work without shaders compiled correctly. It's just not going to show you anything on the screen. Then you think that the problem is somewhere else, because there are so many moving blocks, especially when you're learning stuff like OpenGL here. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe I could commit that already. I don't know if there's anything else. Let me check the block. Yeah, there might be some extra logic here. This one I want to keep. The information about the vertex created. It's good to have this for texture, because I have also this. Yeah, like for example this and test and view. I don't use this. This was for testing. Okay. So that new model, new projection, text code, position. This is all I need. Okay, for vertices I keep also normalized vertices, and position is taken from outside of this class. It's fine. This is done once when the program initializes, so I will keep this console just for debugging purposes. And now this guy render with viewport shader in the shader. I remove it. I don't need any rotation. Oh yeah, there is a lot of stuff to I tried to work with. And when shader is the same, I think. Maybe sort textures by shaders. Okay, so this is something that I do not have to provide it probably, but yeah, let's remove it. This is really easy. It's going to be really easy to the game, so I don't think I will need any optimization. The same here, because I think this uniform doesn't need to change actually, but I didn't practice with it, didn't experiment with that. So maybe if shader is the same, then I don't have to switch the uniform. Maybe I have to provide it. I don't know. I think I should. It should work like that, yeah. Okay, so this is overwritten, I see. No, view matrix. Okay, I don't use this one. UA. This is my Vertex Array, because I also don't bind all that elements. I put assignment, so now I need to just bind the EA. This is how you do in OpenGL to keep fingers easier, and this is quite new, let's say, from OpenGL I think 4 or 4.1. So I just have the A here, and then in the code I say I want to bind it. I'll render all. So I will keep it like an render. I will remove this. Then binding, and that's it. You have to just bind. I don't know if I should bind here or there. Let's see which one, because it's twice. Okay, so I think you have to bind actually at the beginning, which makes sense because this is state machine, so I have to bind. It doesn't work. Okay, what's wrong? Is it still? It's again something I did wrong? Yeah, it's probably something I did wrong somewhere. Render. Why it doesn't work? Worked 2 seconds ago. Yeah, I should run it more often because now I'm really confused. Again. So let's go back. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, projection matrix. I have to keep this one. I don't know why I removed this. Oh, I think I was talking about it and then I remove it. This uniform. This is because this is for model, and I also need another one for the projection of this model into the space. Okay, so which bind is needed? Now it should work in general. Yeah. Okay, now if I remove this bind, I guess it shouldn't work, but maybe it will. It works. Is it because I'm binding? It's drawing the elements. If I would do VA unbind, then on the next frame I should get field binding. Yeah, I think I don't need it actually. Let's see also here, VA. I don't bind this, but maybe it's a previous vertex array. No, I think I need it. Pretty cool. Also for a block, I think I can simplify it a little the same. Oh, I'm actually not binding here. I have to bind it at some point, I guess. That's the thing. So if I not going to bind it, it shouldn't work. No, I still see this. Actually, I don't know how does it work. The shader doesn't bind. It just binds the program. Yeah, I'm not certain about it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not certain how this works, but I could test it with another object, with another image, maybe, just to see if this works with binding the proper item. So this is my, you see OpenGL, is how many tabs I have there? Crazy. Still nothing compared to what I had before. So there are images from my game. Let's maybe try some other image in bold, for example. Let's save it somewhere. So this will go to messenger, resources, locations, in both. And what I can do now, this is far from being a perfect solution. I still don't know how I'm going to organize the code, but it doesn't matter. In the GFX object manager, which I created just to encapsulate in some code, now I can say, okay, there's yet another object. It's a little bit boilerplate, so I'm going to probably do some array or make it really more smarter in the future. But this is my another object, and now I'm registering this object, and if I want to display it on the screen, I just need to go for this ID, which I could call differently, but I decided to call it like the image name, so always know what is what. And then maybe let's copy this code for for a second. So this will be my second. Okay, I don't need your previous. I just want to show it. Okay, so maybe I could do actually much simpler than that. Just use it here. Because this is the first object and this will be the second object. And the position will be set for 3, 3. Oh, which reminds me one more thing I have to do, which is to interpolate this. Okay. I don't know why the image size is... Oh, actually changes. So I think I have to bind the correct image. So it actually gives me the answer. The other thing is that this minus 30, I have to interpolate it. It's still something I didn't do. Because now it's... I have to still... I want to do like a pixel 0 by 0 instead of having on the top left corner instead of on the bottom corner, and also I don't want this minus 300 something for a pixel. I want to start from 0 from the left, so I have to do this interpolation. But yeah, let's fix this. I think this is exactly the vertical array binding that I should do it before actually putting some elements. So my texture is here. Where was it? The render, yeah. I think this one needs to happen actually at the start, which is logical. If this will work, then I understand this stuff. Yeah, actually I can do it as the second line. Always at the start. Okay, I'm still not certain what happened. So the position is good, but the image is wrong. Yeah, this is some problem to fix. I think that VA needs to go at the start. Actually, this is how I'm pretty sure this is how it should work, but yeah, it's not going to fix it for sure. So now the question is, why do I see the different image even though I use different VA? I think I use different VA. So, okay, first, this is also not something I want. Right. Okay, so yeah, the question is why this position is... Did I actually define the... No, the position is okay, the image is wrong. Alright. So how does it work? When I... build the object, I have to load it somewhere. Okay, building is here. Maybe I also have to bind the proper VA over here already. Let me see. VA goes here. Shader, VA. Maybe I have to bind. No. I'm pretty sure this could help. Okay, this is common to myself, but so it loads the image on the build, which could be the part of actually the constructor. I don't know why it's here. Maybe because it loads some stuff and I wanted to separate it. Okay, what is the load actually performed? SDB. I think actually this is wrong. It's only set the specification, which is assigned to binding, to the bind vertical array. Where is the image? I think this is actually in the factory where I loaded. I don't know. Load texture. Okay. I don't know what it does. So let's try to. Let's try to see if this code did something stupid. No. Still I have issue with the same image. Get texture. Okay. Let's get texture for the image path should just see. Oh, I don't have this, so I'm going to load something different. And I'm using this object ID as a position image path, which is fine. I don't know why this position actually. Yeah, because it actually passes. Load texture. And then image path goes into the texture. Okay, and then image path. Oh, image is actually here from stream. So I could actually check this, I guess. Console. Or maybe let's use debugger. Because this is something I don't like. Okay. It doesn't give me the answer. The first time it's Jetty Night, which is fine, but then it's overwritten actually. Jetty Night, play, and the second time it's in boot. Okay, so here the good ones are passed to this texture. Okay, this also needs to go actually, this code. That's the old. If it's false, yeah, this I want to make false, so this doesn't belong here anymore, and I'm gonna remove this just to I can read it clearly. I don't know if I should have 2 spaces or 1 space. Maybe no spaces because the VS Code already does space. Okay, I want to finish today because I need to switch to another stream for Demon Smiter game, which I play for last half a year, I guess, maybe less, but yeah, it's a computer roleplay game for Commodore 64. And this is one of my too many hours show series, and I play on Twitch, so feel free to join Twitch afterwards. But yeah, before that I would really love to solve this issue with the texture, because I think also the image itself, I think it's the correct size, so it's just the matter of the image width is good, but the image itself is a very... it's weird. I don't know how this should work. I have to bind VA. Let's see. Not bind, bind. Come on. No, it's not that. But yeah. Let's keep a comment just to learn where I should sign stuff. So yeah, this is per class. The image file open, then I'm taking the resource. And I guess that should just work. The problem is that when I add the another object, then it's not in the correct not the correct image is written. So if I will switch it, so the Jetty Knight image is, yes, then I have this. Okay, that's very weird. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Because register object just goes here to add object and passes ID gfx add. And how gfx works is that there's a string, so I guess this is the string and then object itself, and then object creation is done here. So click texture, and there's the image path, and this image path goes to load texture. If textures contain, it doesn't, so it went to load. So I can always say I should see, actually let's also do a checkpoint. I should see it twice, getting here for 2 image paths. Jetty Knight, that's fine, and load in both, exactly. So this is correct, and image path goes here. Weird, that's weird. And texture has an image per object. So why one influences another? That's the question. He doesn't remember this? But I set a different one? Huh. Private image result. Whatever it means. Stream. Oh, and then one more thing. Because then I'm using text chord, so I'm actually wrapping to the render. And what I do here, this also is this code is also happy to remove. Rotation I don't use, scale 3 I don't use, rotation I don't use. This is good. Scale, transpose, I don't use the transpose one. So I need to learn that actually I don't need. Scale vector, okay, that's fine. Let's keep it more combined. Because in the shader, at some point I wrap it around. So this is text chord, texture. Do I have to provide like another texture? This is a different object, so I guess I don't have to. Yeah, this is something I have to figure out. Fragment. Yeah, but I don't think I do anything with this. And I have a text handle. That's the only point. Gen texture. Do I have to do it after VA and after a shader? Maybe even? Ah, that could be something. No, it's not that. So what is this text handle in each case? Because I think that's the problem. It's 1 and then it's 2 and then what do I do with this text handle? Yeah, I assign it bind and then image output. Do I do anything with the image output? I I don't know what's of this one. I think this one is needed when you have more than one texture. Wow. Okay, it was not for sure. And then image load. Okay, where's the image result actually? Because that's the one which image is so image height. Okay, so this works because I know, but I think it doesn't give me. I actually don't provide it, to be honest. So how does it know which image to take? Texture target to be level. What is level? Is level the image? The text handle? Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. But yeah, I provided 0. Oh, I think it's something different. But maybe the text handle is somewhere here. Width, height, border. Format, type, pixels. Yeah, I don't know. No, there is image data, exactly. So this is how I provide the data, but it shows me the different one anyway. Overwritten that for me. Okay, I'm finishing anyway because I have to go to another stream. Busy Sunday evening. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'm going to be able to resolve it in the next episode. Or maybe I will do it offline, I don't know yet. But the game learning curve it's not the best, but still I'm doing some good progress. Oh, bind texture is here actually, so should work for a different texture handle. So yeah, I don't know. It's binding the texture. Do I have to bind the texture every time? Text handle 1. Text handle 2. I could try to. Maybe this is something which is not binded by the vertex array, which could be weird. But maybe this is how it works. So let's try to see if I have to bind it as well. Bind texture. Yeah, actually I want to these two lines. Okay, if this works, then maybe actually vertical array cannot bind the texture and you have to. Yeah, I think you have to provide it every time. This is how it looks. I will put a to do here, but probably do I have to bind it every time on rendering? Probably I have to do it, but I will read about it because that's probably the problem. But I thought that I have to do it every time, but actually no. Also, I don't know why the image actually doesn't move anymore. Moved before and now it doesn't move. So yeah, there is more to discover. Anyway, thanks for watching and happy coding next time. At the time I don't know, but yeah, probably I'll try to speed it up a little bit because I always wanted to finish this game, and for the last 2 years I guess, and now I'm still in the engine phase and I would really love to move forward and just work on the actual game. So thanks for watching, bye!